Okay, so in today's update about QNT, at first we are going to check out this move on the upside, and I'm going to show you some optimistic sign that is happening in here, and then I'm gonna tell you why right now we need to be at the same time that we are optimistic, also a bit patient and a bit careful, because right now I believe in QNT we are at like a very important and key moment. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember in the previous video about quant, I think we were right in here, and I was saying, okay, this can be like a 1 2 3 4 5 wave up, and followed by that, so far I said this is a slow and choppy move down, which is a good sign indicating maybe we are having a bullish setup, and soon we can expect at least another move on the upside in QNT. And pretty much I would say that scenario did play out. Now let's go around here. You see, if you want to say we're gonna have our final low around here, let's say this is like a very important support, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low in this region a 1 2 3 4 5 wave impulsive structure. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave, and for our sub waves, you know the deal if you are a regular viewer. 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. Let's just change the colors. There we go. Another 5 into wave 3. Excuse me, my mouse is a bit glitchy. And there we go. And this can be our final 5 wave into our wave 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have many different possibilities. Honestly, it's not really that important. Let's say like sure, ABC into 4 and a WXY into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening in this whole move up starting from the lowest low. So we said this is 5 wave up, followed by that a correction down. What is going on starting from this low? And the structures in here are a bit complicated. Let's go on 15-minute chart. You see, in the previous video, if you remember, I also said maybe this move is going to continue a bit more, and in it we might take this low and then we're going to get a move up, but we didn't do that. So the lowest low is right in here. However, I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't probably start counting bullish structures from here. I think you are much better off to count waves starting from this point, and you can say maybe this is like an A, B, and then 5 wave impulsive structure down into our C leg, or maybe a WXY in form of a double zigzag. The point that I'm trying to make is this: instead of the end of our correction, this whole phase being right in here, it's probably right at this point. Why? Because off of it, I think we can identify a beautiful impulsive structure on the upside like this, followed by that this is a correction down. Yes, I think it's actually an A, B, C zigzag. There we go. And then from here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Another move up into wave 5, correction down. This time, I believe it's actually, yes, an A, B, C flat structure. This is another 5 wave on the upside, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially, I would say, sure, to about this point, correction down. This might be actually an A, B, C in form of a flat, and at the moment we are having another impulsive structure on the upside. Now, in my primary scenario, I'm going to say in QNT on a higher degree, this is 1, this is 2, 5 up into wave 3, correction for 4, and this is another move up into wave 5, and this is the point on a higher degree. It might actually be into a wave 3, and then we have to see a move down for 4, and followed by that even another move up into wave 5. So in the short term, I'm gonna make the argument for why I believe our move up in quant is not actually over. Does this mean right in here we are having a beautiful long opportunity? The answer is absolutely not, because again, like we said that also at the beginning of the video, in QNT I believe we are kind of at a very important point. Why is that? Couple of reasons. Number one, in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, we are reaching to about this unbelievably important resistance area, and it's really important for us to successfully managed to get back above this level, do a pullback, a consolidation above it, and get another move up. If we get this thing at that point, we're going to be able to be bullish with much more confidence. However, right now, since we are under it, again, I think we need to be a bit patient and careful, and that's why in here we are not having, from my point of view at least, a long opportunity. If you wanted to go long, in here was actually your best shot. Now, second reason for why I think we need to be a bit patient. So far, if all the subwaves in here are correct, well, okay, this can be only and only an A, B, C zigzag. And what we do not want to see is a rejection from this level, a very strong move down without a whole lot of overlapping of the waves in order to take this low about, let's say, $63. Why is that? Because if we do this at that point, we're gonna say this ABC zigzag is confirmed, and it means our move down from here in QNT is going to continue, possibly, who knows, for another 20 to even 25%. That's why, again, I think we need to be a bit careful. So what we want to see is a consolidation pattern to come in soon, maybe above this region or maybe somewhere around here, and then another move up in order to get a breakout. And at that point, well, okay, on a higher degree, what do we have? Most likely and hopefully a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, indicating probably the final low in quant is already in. And here is my final reason for why I think we need to be a bit careful. You see, if you want to say we are having an ABC zigzag in quant, well, okay, here's the deal. Wave C of this zigzag is usually, in terms of momentum and also lengthwise, pretty similar to our wave A. And let's go now on the live chart. Sorry about that. Okay. As you can see, so far, again, we can absolutely argue this move up is kind of similar to this move on the upside. And again, this might very well be just a simple A, B, C zigzag up, which means our move down overall may not be over yet. So let's have a quick conclusion and wrap up today's update about QNT. Overall, do not get me wrong, I am absolutely bullish, but whether this point is our final low or not, that's kind of still up for debate. And I think, like we said it in every single video recently, we need to just take everything a step by step. So far, it seems like we are absolutely on the right direction, but at the same time, we shouldn't be jumping into any kind of unnecessary bullish conclusions. When can we be bullish with a lot more confidence? When we see maybe after a very small move up, a consolidation pattern, and followed by that another move up in order to successfully break this important resistance, which the higher band of it is about $79. At that point, we can say, because this resistance is broken, number one, bulls do have a lot of power, and number two, well, okay, in terms of Elliott waves, we have completed at that point like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, which is pretty much, I'm gonna say, the ultimate bullish sign, suggesting the final low is set. So for now, let's be a bit careful and watch the price action very closely, and let's hope for some more moves on the upside. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Quant's price charts. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.